Hello and welcome. This is Sportsmate, where we give you a platform to place your mouth where your passion is, to show off your sport knowledge, and all arguments are spot on. I am Solomon Ajiziogo. Zinedine Zidane is back in charge of the club where he was a legend. 13-time European champions Real Madrid. Zidane only left Madrid last summer after leading the club to 3 successive Champions League trophies. Since then, and 2 managers after, Real has been struggling to get results. Madrid sacked former Spanish national team manager Julian Lopetegui shortly after he took charge of the team. Former Real star Santiago Solari, who replaced him, has also been sacked after a flurry of poor results. Now, with declining fortunes at home and abroad, Madrid has brought back Zidane despite his links to English teams. Do you think it is a right decision by the Frenchman to return to the troubled side? Or do you think it's a right decision by Madrid to bring him back? You can join the TVC Sports Debate on Twitter at SportingSoloTVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, hashtag TVC Sports Debate. So, the gentlemen are back on the podium. Anthony Lebem is with us here today. He believes that it's a good decision to have Zidane back to Madrid.
Yeah, it's good to be back to talk sports, what I love talking about. For me, yeah, I think it's good. The records are there. I'm sure he's going to rewrite whatever things has gone wrong since he left.
And he's up against Professor Damilola Onifade, who thinks this decision might lead to his own downfall.
Yeah, I think the decision ultimately will lead to his own downfall. Thank you for having me, by the way. I think if you have a manager that has achieved everything that he could have achieved at the club, I mean, doing what nobody has ever done, 3 successive Champions League titles, the only thing Zidane would do to better what he has done previously would be to win the treble, Copa del Rey, the league, and then the Champions League in one season. And aside that, he definitely will not do anything otherwise. And for me, if there is anything that can happen to Zidane here, other than what was special initially, is to keep going down.
Yeah, for me, you know, there's one statement he made that the only thing that can be done is for him to win the 3 trophies, the league, Copa del Champions. Again, look at Zidane, very young, 46 years old. And look at Zidane, let me quote what Ancelotti said. He says Zidane and Real Madrid is like a perfect marriage. And this is an Ancelotti who has been at Real Madrid. He understands the synergy between Real Madrid and Zidane. Yeah, Zidane took the club to a successive height. But again, even this decline, Zidane saw it coming. He saw it coming, and the conversation between him and Perez didn't go well. So he now felt that, okay, I think, let me take a back seat. And Perez, being this mafia manager, trying to cut the shot, he went for Lopetegui. And because he wanted Ronaldo to leave, before you know it, problems started coming in. He sacked Lopetegui. He brought in Solari. Even Solari made things worse. And immediately Madrid crashed out of Champions League. He came to his senses. Even Ramos has to tell him, guy, the fault is on you. The following day, he gave Zidane a call. And again, Zidane, I tell people, Zidane coming to Madrid has nothing to prove. Him coaching Madrid at the first instance wanted to make name as a coach. For now, Zidane coming to Madrid has given his terms and conditions. So failure for Perez to keep to those terms and conditions, Zidane will just back out.
Is it that easy?
Is it that easy? That's the point. And that's a very valid question. But let me pick from where you started. If you say Ancelotti said that Zidane and Real Madrid are like a perfect marriage, this is the same Ancelotti, by the way, that over time after leaving AC Milan has been chased by AC Milan more than twice and has failed to return because he knows that if he goes back to that same Milan does not have Nesta, does not have Costa Curta, does not have Gattuso, does not have the great players that he had the privilege, the likes of Inzaghi, when he was there. And then he knows that this same Zidane is coming to a Madrid now that does not have a Ronaldo to bail him out. This same Real Madrid we are talking about now does not have a functional bail. They have a bail in him that is more with the doctors than being on the pitch. And so this Zidane cannot be as successful as it used to be. You mentioned something in your closing statement there. You said Zidane came back and gave conditions. If Zidane is actually bold enough to succeed elsewhere other than a comfort zone, because that's what Madrid is to Zidane. It's his comfort zone. That's why he had to go back there.
Okay,
he should go give those conditions to other clubs that will not accommodate his flaws.
Let me see. I believe in facts. Solo knows me.
Now, what I'm giving you are also facts.
Yeah.
Have I lied to you?
You said, wait, let me break it down for you. You said Ancelotti has been approached by AC Milan severally.
Yeah.
See, they don't have Inzaghi and the rest. Check the financial strength of AC Milan then. Okay. And check their financial strength now. Okay. Can they afford to get those players at the market now? Yeah. The answer is no.
Okay.
Of course, this season, let me tell you the truth. Zidane knows that this season is over.
Yeah.
What Zidane needed, in fact, Perez himself, the coach he wanted to hire was Mourinho. Okay. But the big boys there said no. At this stage, we are in crisis. Yeah. We need a coach that can stem the whole thing and that can bring synergy, like what Odgasona is doing at Manchester United. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. Yes.
It doesn't matter how
I'm coming now.
The point we are here to debate is it right for him to come back?
I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
And Zidane, see, for us, and for a lot of Madridistas, this season is over. Zidane coming in one is to like bring calmness to the team, and secondly, to make plans for next season. Him coming back now is not to do any magic.
Have you had a sit-down discussion with Zidane to understand?
No, okay, let me ask you one question. Can Madrid win the Champions League?
He just asked you a question.
Yeah, they are out.
No, they're out. And I'm asking him. I'm asking him.
Can you win what you're out of?
No, that's what I'm telling you, that we're out already.
Obviously, nobody is going to judge Zidane by this season.
No, that's what I'm saying. What Madrid... So,
I'm not going to judge Zidane by this season.
Zidane coming in now. Madrid, you see, if you check as at the last financial statement, Real Madrid is the most successful football club in Europe.
Okay.
True or false?
I love what you just said.
See, so
yes,
true or false?
Yes, true.
It's true. And see,
in terms of money.
Yes.
In terms of money, yes.
Financials.
Yeah.
Financials.
But on the pitch.
No, financials. No, we're talking about, do you have the financial
Is what is in the bank.
What Zidane will do now, what Zidane will do, those times he gave Perez, like what I'm trying to say, those times he gave, you know, before, when Zidane, I remember then, when Zidane signed his first contract, when he renewed the contract with Real Madrid, he didn't renew with any additional money. It's on record.
Okay.
He wanted to make his landmark. Yeah. Now he has nothing to prove. Yes. So what he needs to do is that, Perez, if you want me, I need A, B, C, D. And if you check, since Zidane came in, the first few days, Madrid signed a defender. What Zidane is doing now, first, is to bring calmness, synergy to the team, which is crucial, which has been lacking in the team.
Listen, Anthony.
Have you?
I think what you are missing. I watched the last match, and that was the last match.
What was the take home from the game?
The take home from the game is the usual. When the new manager,
what's
the usual is.
Did you have the same usual against
a question?
Lopetegi?
You just asked a question.
You just asked a question. You asked him a question.
The halfway thing is when a new manager gets into a new club. Players, especially players that used to be regular, that were no longer regulars, wants to make a statement. And it will be smart for the new manager as well to play to the talent available. Because in 1 week, there is really no magic you can do, no matter how good you are as a manager. And so all he did was to play to the strength of the players available. He knows that the fastest player in his attack is Bale, and they need speed there. Because Benzema will not give you that. He has to bring Bale.
How about Couture?
Calm down. Calm down.
How about Couture?
Couture is a fantastic goalkeeper. So you are not going to bet. You are not going to bet. Have they been conceding because of the fault of Couture?
No, why did he keep him on the bench?
Hold on now, hold on. That's the point I made. Those are players that he knows because he has been there. He brought in Isco. Isco has not been playing under the previous manager. Hold on. The topic is not about the team strength of Real Madrid. That's the point you've been trying to make, and that's the point I've been trying to draw you back into. Hold on. The topic is, listen. This is Solomon. Solomon brought us here. He gave us the topic. Let me say what I understand by the topic, and then we'll tell me whether I'm wrong or right. The topic is Zidane is back at Madrid. Is it a good decision for Zidane or not?
And for the club too.
The topic is not the topic I got is not for the club. Is it a decision on the part of Zidane or not? So I came here to tell you that it is not. Reason is this.
Why?
The true test of a man.
I'll give you 5 reasons.
I don't even need 5. And I don't even need to give you 3.
Okay.
The true test of a man that is sure of himself is that you keep producing results everywhere you go. You don't just sit down on a single location where you can produce results and you tell me you are good.
So Messi is not good.
I am not saying Messi is not good. And we are not discussing Messi. When we start discussing Messi, I will give you the indices that I also on my position. My position now is that Zidane, hold on.
Give me 3.
Zidane left. He was touted to coach a few other clubs, which he never accepted
mention those
the
clubs
offer.
to educate
Man U was one of them. Man U was one of them.
When he left.
Man U was one of them when he left.
Was there an approach from Man U officially that you know of?
I cannot state that because I'm not on the board of Man U, but it was reported. everything you said about Zidane and Perez, did you have a sit down with Zidane to know?
This thing I'm telling you.
No, did you have a sit down with Zidane to know?
There's
nothing you are telling me.
Let me give you. I'll give you 5. You've not given me 1.
Okay, you give us 5. You give us 5 in the second half of the show. You give us the 5 in the second half of the show. It seems now that I realize that you have a sit down and you have dinner and breakfast with
know what
Zidane and Perez. Well,
I'll go ahead.
Anthony Nlebem here believes that the return of Zidane,
the professor of football,
the return of Zidane to Madrid.
Put that attribute.
Where do we now put Professor Wenger?
No. The return of Zidane.
The return of Zidane to Madrid is a good thing. In fact, he's laughing, he's grinning because he's a Madrid star. So he believes because he's happy.
The only point he believes actually
but
is that the return of Zidane
Dami does not believe so.
Of Real Madrid.
All right.
That's the only point.
So do you think it's a good decision?
I'll take you on that.
Do you think it is the right decision by Zinedine Zidane to return to Real Madrid? Troubled Real Madrid, the club he left just last summer. And after 2 coaches, they are struggling without a Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you think it's the right decision? He thinks, that's Anthony Lebem here, believes that it's a good decision. But Damilola Onifade does not believe so. What do you think? The coming or the return of Zinedine Zidane to Real Madrid, is it the right decision? You can contribute to this debate by sending your tweets to me at Sporting Solo TVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, #TVC Sports Debate. It is still Sports Debate with me, Solomon Ajiziogo. And the topic we are looking at today is the return of Zinedine Zidane to Real Madrid. Is it the right decision? He's a legend at the club. He won the Champions League with them as a player.
Record.
And today, he's also won the Champions League with them as a coach 3 successive times.
Record successive times. Please.
Well, so you can imagine, he's back to that club. Some people think he shouldn't have returned, but not Anthony Nlebem. He believes it's a great return by Zidane.
Yes, I believe so. Let me try to remind my friend here. Recall when Zidane joined Real Madrid. He joined Real Madrid. His first coming was mid-season when we had Rafael Benitez.
Don't worry, you will go to that. And he's up against Damilola Onifade, who believes that no, it's so much of his comfort zone, and in a struggling team without Cristiano Ronaldo, that Zidane will struggle.
I believe he will. I believe he will. And I believe it can't do better than he had done. Sometimes when you get to your peak and you take the exit, it's more honorable to just stay out and then you go venture into other things and you do some other things. Yeah, do not tell me that without Real Madrid, Zidane will stop existing or he will stop living. Because that's what it is turning out to be. The only point you have made, let me remind you, Anthony, is that
I'm trying to make more points.
Is that Perez is bound to now open the treasury so that Zidane must succeed.
Let me tell you.
That's the point.
When Zidane took the job,
and what you are simply saying is that Solari has failed, Lopetegui has failed because they didn't open the treasury. Okay. So is that a good reason to actually bring Zidane? That's the point.
Because Madrid refused to buy.
That's what you said.
He didn't get his record right. Let me ask him one question. If he gets it right,
okay. What's the record?
Tell me, it's Zidane's first season. Tell me a big player that was bought.
In what?
His first season.
Is Zidane's first season?
Yeah, tell me a big player that was bought.
No, listen.
No. Oh, tell me a
you
particular player.
You cannot give me a stereotype question. You are not Solomon. We are both here to argue.
See, let him
answer your question.
Okay, answer me now.
Ask him a question, let him answer.
Buy big name players because they didn't met big guys in that club.
So there are no big guys in Madrid right now.
The big guys, they are fading. That's the point I'm making. And that's the point you agreed to by saying they will open the treasury.
See, let me remind you.
You agreed.
These same guys.
Why did they have to spend if the guys there are effective?
When Rafael Benitez took over the job, the same big guys, he said, were good.
What position were they when Benitez left?
No, Madrid were like 5th position.
When Benitez left?
Yes.
And they were doing terribly. They were this poor.
Do you know
they were this poor when Benitez
Madrid,
left.
do you know Madrid now?
Were they this poor when
Madrid are
Benitez
third
left?
on the table right now.
Yes.
When Benitez left, Madrid, they were 5th.
But Madrid were still in the Champions League.
No, Madrid were 5th.
Madrid were still in the Champions League. Can you answer this question?
No.
Can you answer this question? When Benitez left, hold on.
The fear there was
He's asking you a question.
Yes, I've answered him.
You are not.
Yes,
you are not.
yes,
you are not.
they are in the Champions League.
Hold on.
They were in the Champions League.
Were they still in the Champions League?
Yes, they were.
Did they still have a chance to win Copa del Rey?
No, they've crashed out of Copa del Rey. Don't even
But
know.
did they still
That
have
was
a
when they
chance?
fielded and didn't let you
Hold
play.
on now.
No. Don't see.
Hold on.
I mean, see,
Did
when
they
it
still
comes
have
to Madrid-
hold on
No,
now?
no,
Did they still have a chance?
No.
Did they still have a chance to make up ground in the league as well?
No, there was
as
no
at that
chance.
point.
There was no chance.
There was no chance.
Yes. No, that was in
You
January.
can see the way Solomon
No,
looked at
that
you.
was in January. Wait, no, see, let me tell you one thing.
Did they push Barcelona for the league title or not?
You see, let me tell you, Solo, you know me. I argue with facts. Once Zidane took over the job, Madrid
All right.
were 5th on the table.
Yes.
The same crisis that they were having now, serious crisis.
What were the crises?
The same crisis,
What?
no synergy with the players, no unity, players falling apart with the manager. Zidane came in. When Zidane came in, he didn't buy one player.
Okay.
He went on and claimed the Champions League.
Yeah.
People thought it was a fluke.
He did it the second time.
He went. No, don't worry. I will make it up.
Don't
for you.
take too much
No.
time.
No.
We are
You
both
are
here
not my
to-
The
time
fact
keeper.
that you're a
You are not my
Madrid
time
fan
keeper. No,
does
no,
not
no,
give you
no,
the
no.
license to speak without control.
Exactly.
What? No, are you forming alliance with him?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
The second season.
Because you are so passionate about Madrid.
No. It's not about Madrid. See, let me tell you, the records are there. The second season.
You are speaking like
people
a
thought
principal
the
that
same
wants to talk and
players
everybody should keep
The same
quiet.
players that Benitez struggled to make
Yes.
impact with.
Yes.
So, but
Zidane,
the issue,
now,
but
Zidane.
the issue is
No, you see,
Madrid.
you see,
Zidane
you
achieved
see,
that
you
success
are not getting
with
the point of this
Madrid
argument.
at that time.
Yes.
Now he has returned.
Yes.
Will he attain
Yes.
the same success?
Yes.
Well, how
That's the
certain are
point.
you?
No, see, let me tell
You
you
are
one
not
thing.
getting
Even when
the
Zidane
point of
left,
this
no,
argument.
don't see. You don't
The
know
point
Zidane.
of this argument is
Zidane-
not on
Zidane-
the ability
Zidane
of
and
Zidane
Madrid.
in his first
See,
time.
Zidane and Madrid, like what I
The
told
point
you.
of this
Even when
argument
Zidane
is can he
left
outdo
football,
what
after
he
playing
achieved
football,
the first
after playing
time?
football, he still remained
That's
at
the
Real Madrid.
point.
Are you aware? Even after playing football, have you forgotten that when
Yes,
we hired,
he was always
when we
been
hired,
at
when
the
we hired
background at
Moyo,
Madrid.
when we hired Moyo, he played a role.
He
When
played a
Madrid-
role.
Yes.
When Ancelotti was there, he was
so,
on his
like I
back.
said
He
to
has
you
always been
earlier,
there.
in my first statement, Zidane and Real Madrid, they're like marriage.
You didn't say it, you quoted.
Perfect marriage.
You quoted.
Yeah,
You
I
quoted.
quoted.
Say
Sorry,
it.
I quoted what
Thank you.
Ancelotti said. Like perfect marriage. Zidane coming to Real Madrid. See, let me tell you, Zidane as a person
Yes.
has this. Is beyond a manager.
Yes.
He's like a stakeholder at Real Madrid.
Yes.
He belongs to Real Madrid.
Just like,
Like Arsene Wenger.
just like the generation
no,
of 92
you
who
can't
are
compare Arsene
to
Wenger
Manchester
with
United.
Zidane. It's because see when you say as a winger, they are not. What can Wenger show? With
What do you
Arsenal?
mean they are not?
No, what can Wenger
What do you
show with
mean?
Arsenal?
What
And
do you
did
mean?
He
He built Arsenal.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Did he play for Arsenal?
He
I'm talking
built
about.
Arsenal.
I'm talking about a player who conquered for the club. I'm talking about a player
How
who
many
achieved
titles
for
did
the
he
club
win? How
as a
many
coach and
titles
as
did he
a
win?
player.
How many
What are you
titles did he
telling
win
me?
as a player?
You guys telling me?
How many
Zidane-
titles
So
did
is
he
that
win
the
as a player?
reason why you think
Zidane
they will
made him
succeed
consider
now?
for the club.
Coming. See, let me
How
tell
many
you.
titles-
Before Zidane
You
joined,
keep looking at Solomon, look at me.
Before Zidane
This
joined,
argument- this
yeah,
debate is
before
between
Zidane
me and
joined, before he finally joined Madrid,
Yes.
there were reports that Chelsea made an approach
Yes.
and he gave them.
I
his
said
conditions.
there were reports initially. You
And he
laughed
gave
it
them.
over
No,
as if
I
there
will
were
quote you.
none.
These are
I
reports.
see, no, when I said there were approaches,
No.
you
If-
laughed it at
No, but I
were they
mentioned to you.
substantial?
I mentioned Chelsea too, but you didn't mention any club.
I mentioned Man U.
You just mentioned- Okay, show
I
me
mentioned
show
Man
me.
U.
No.
Show you what?
Show me the report.
Which report?
I will show you this one. I will show it on my phone.
I
You
can
see it.
also show
He
you,
gave them-
but I'm not
he
here
gave
to
them-
show
he
you. I
gave
am here
them-
to tell you what you
He
don't know.
gave them 200. He gave them one of the conditions that
Yes.
there must be
They must
200
spend
million.
money. Yes.
Zidane, Hazard,
So that he can
and
buy
other
the
things.
title.
And a coach,
So that he can buy the
a coach
title.
like Pep Guardiola, a coach like Mourinho, a coach like Zidane,
Yes.
all those top class coach in their elites,
Yeah.
not coaches of 60, 65.
Not
you know,
Arsene
entry-
Wenger
you know,
mentioned
going,
the
going
name.
to
Not
their,
Arsene Wenger
entering their
mentioned the name.
retirement. Coach at that level
They
that
give
have made
conditions.
impact.
They give conditions.
They have made impact.
They
They are
give
not
conditions.
like you solo now. You are not. If you perhaps want to leave TVC,
I want to ask you
I
something.
don't know. I'm going. Okay.
Apart from
What point are you
Zidane,
making?
apart from Zidane,
No.
wait, apart from Zidane
Yeah,
to
okay.
Madrid,
Yes.
couldn't they have afforded a coach like Conte?
That would have given them conditions
no.
as well.
See. One of the qualities of Zidane. I tell people.
Is to go back to his vomit.
No. See, Zidane, these
That's
are
one
facts.
of his qualities.
These are
So
facts.
go back to
You
his
can trace
vomit.
it. You can check it. During his playing days,
That's
he might
one
be
of his
stubborn.
qualities, isn't it?
One of the attributes of Zidane that has
So go
worked
back to
for
his
him.
vomit.
That's worked for him. He might not be the most tactical coach in the world.
He's definitely
what
not.
is
Yeah, but Zidane has a way of bringing players together.
That is the
Giving,
attribute.
giving players their respect.
Just-
and with Zidane,
Just
and with
what
it-
he did in Madrid the first time.
Something that
No,
is basic with every coach.
No, it's not basic with Moyo. It's not basic with Conte.
Guardiola
I've
is
given you.
starting
I've
people.
given you. It's not basic with Conte.
And
It's not,
Guardiola
you
is
just
starting
mentioned
people.
Conte
A
now.
coach
You
that
just
brought
mentioned
players
Conte.
together in his first season and
And
won the
won the
Premier
title.
League.
And after that, what happened?
Does that mean he didn't bring
Can
them
you compare
together?
to a coach that
So
spent
when he won-
2 seasons and a half and
Hold on.
won 9 trophies?
Hold on.
So tell us certainly
nine
what
trophies.
will happen
No,
to
no, no. There is a
Madrid
certain
for the
Pep
remaining
that won
part
everything
of
in
the
the
season.
world.
No. See, what will happen to the Madrid to try
Pep
the
won
with
everything
Zidane in
available.
charge.
with Zidane in charge is for now is to stabilize the team. Which in the first game we played against Celta Vigo, even
You know the
players,
painful
even
thing.
players like Isco,
Solomon.
who had
Solomon.
issues.
Okay.
Players like Isco,
Solomon.
Okay.
oh my
Let him
God.
make
Solomon,
point.
it's
Let
not
him
the
make
painful
point.
thing to me is that this topic, we are not nailing the topic. And you are taking so much time.
He's
not
not
doing
nailing
it.
the topic,
And
man.
that's the truth. That's the truth, and I'm being honest. The topic is
Zidane return.
Zidane's return.
Is it good
Is
for
it
him?
good
Yes, it's
for
good
him
for him.
or bad?
It's good.
And I want to
He has the
believe,
machineries
hold on,
at
I want to
Madrid.
believe
Let
that
him
the premise upon which that topic is based is the fact that can he do better than what he had done the first time?
No,
Or can he replicate
Or
it?
can he replicate it?
Of
I
course
believe
he can.
that's
Of course he
that
can.
is actually here we're
he
here to
can.
discuss.
I've given you issues. He
Okay,
can. I've
so
given
give us the point
The
that
point
you
I
think he
am
will not be
making
able.
is,
Uh-huh.
I have said it that
That's-
he cannot.
Why?
Number one, he
Give me
does not
3.
have
I
the
said 3.
personnel. Hold on. You
For
don't,
ne-
need,
no, not
don't
this
give me
season, no.
figures. The only person that
Let
can give
him
me
talk.
figure here is Solomon. You
Let
can't.
him
I said
talk.
give me 3 reasons.
What
Let
you are
him
here
talk.
to do is to
Just
make
let
your
him
point.
Make his point.
Okay.
Don't give me figures. You can. You can.
Just go ahead. Just
Do
go
you
ahead.
agree?
Go ahead.
Let's go on. Go.
He's the
Thank you.
moderator.
Now this is the point. Zidane cannot. Number one, he does not have the playing personnel. And let me warn you
No,
about
play
this.
personal. Is it this
Hold
season
on.
or for next
Let
season?
him
Even
make
for
Madrid
next
have
his
crashed out of
point.
Champions League.
Even
They're out
for
of.
next
We are
season.
talking. So
Even for next season.
What can
And
you
I
say? Don't
will-
have the
Let
players?
me land.
have they been to the transfer
Let
market?
me
Let me
land.
No,
land.
don't misinform the public.
Why am I missing?
No, you don't say the personnel because
Let me land now.
The transfer market has not been opened. Madrid have not completed their transfer.
Please, your
business.
closing remark now.
It can't be my
No,
closing remark.
no.
It can't be
No,
my
no,
closing
You are not
remark.
even allowing him to
Okay,
say
no, I
anything.
don't want him to misinform the
I
public.
can't even
No,
my
he's
closing
not.
remark.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
even-
I am the
Closing
one who
remark.
has the right to say that.
The point is, you based it. You keep mentioning the transfer market because you base it on the fact that they opened the treasury. How many times have clubs spent money and yet they don't win titles? Fulham spent over 100 million. They are fighting relegation in
You are
England.
comparing Madrid to Fulham.
Calm
That's
down.
an injustice. to
Calm
Real
down.
Madrid.
How does it become an injustice? You did not expect Fulham to win, but you did not
I ain't
expect them
comparing
to.
Fulham
You
to
are not
Real Madrid.
expecting
No,
them.
no, please.
You are not
That's an
expecting them
injustice.
after.
Let him make his point.
Okay, go ahead.
I am not comparing. The point I'm making to you is despite the money, at the very least, you don't expect Fulham to start fighting relegation after spending 100 million. That's the point.
Madrid.
So the point I'm making is if Madrid spent money, it still does not mean Zidane will win the next Champions League or the next league title because you can only buy what is available. And you don't have a Ronaldo that will always bail you out available in the market. Tell me the player that is of that quality that will bail him out, that will spend money to buy and will bail him out. That's the point. You can't come in. Let me land. You landed. That is one. Number two is that the ego in that dressing room at this moment, Madrid will have to ship out certain players, which you have agreed to because some of those players are fading. Which means that even when he buys next season, he will spend the whole of next season trying to get those players to play at the optimum level that a Madrid club would need. And I tell you, he cannot. And you know what? If he does not win a title in his first season, he has actually failed based on what he achieved the first time because the first time he won in his first season.
See, you are basing all
Your closing remark. Closing remark.
You are basing all
Make
your
your
assumptions,
closing
You are
remark.
basing it all on assumptions, saying that
No, and yours are facts.
you see,
Let
Because
him
he has
make
won.
his
you are
closing
basing it
remark.
all assumptions that the players are not available.
Not assumption. They are-
See.
it's an
Madrid have not.
closing remark. Let
Madrid
him
have not. They've not entered the transfer market. You've not seen the players they've bought. You've not seen. Okay, they've bought XYZ players. So it's too early for you to make any assumptions for now. And for now, for you to say this, no. Wait till the transfer market. Wait till the kind of players. A lot of good players. Hazard, Mbappe, Neymar, Eriksen, the rest of them, world-class players. And the question is that do Madrid have the financial strength to get these players? The answer is yes. True or false?
I don't know.
Okay, true or false? Do they have the financial strength to get all these players I just
They
mentioned?
can't get all. They can only get one.
Do they have?
So when you say
No,
all,
you mean
they can't get
to get these
All right,
players?
your
To
closing
get these
remark.
players.
Closing
To get these
remark.
players. Do they have it? What I'm
Closing
trying to
remark.
no, no,
He
what I'm
has
saying-
finished.
No, no, no.
Closing-
What I'm
say-
saying is that
give us your
what I'm
closing
saying is
remark.
that-
Keep quiet. Let him give us his
My
closing
closing
remark.
remarks is that Zidane cannot and will never be able to win 3 consecutive Champions League titles on the second coming. And as long as Zidane does not do that, or at the very least win the treble in a single season, he has failed based on his first achievement. And that is why I'm saying his second coming can never be better than his first coming. He should have taken the exit and find his route somewhere else, plant his seed somewhere else, and achieve better results somewhere else.
Well, you've heard from our gladiators here. Will Zidane do better than he did the first time of coming to Real Madrid? Is it the right decision by Zinedine Zidane to return to this struggling Real Madrid? Anthony Lebem here believes it's the right decision. But Damilola Onifade disagrees. He says, no, it is not the right decision. What do you think? You can contribute to this debate by sending your tweets to me at Sporting Solo TVC or at TVC News NG, or better still, at TVC Connect, #TVC Sports Debate. Until we come your way again next time, enjoy the rest of your day.